Hey guys, Desmate here, and today we're going to do a kind of a mid-game account takeover for Bloody Beaver. He is a clanmate of mine. Been playing for a while, and let's take a look at how we're doing here. Defense, accuracy, nice. We have done some of the accuracies here for the missions already. So we've got that one to 10. That takes a while, so that's good to see. Let's take a look at the missions. So it looks like we're stuck on Spider 15 on auto. And then he is getting pretty close to getting that Arbiter, so hopefully we can knock a bunch of this out today and get that Arbiter for him. That'll be a huge upgrade for his arena for sure. Let's take a look at dungeons. Let's look at where we're at. I'm sure he's probably fine with these keeps and the Minotaur. Yes, he is fine. A minute run on the Minotaur, that's good. And let's look at Ice Golem. Ice Golem is at 4 minutes, and this is what we're running. All right. Next up is Spider. We know we're stuck on 15 here, so we need to get that on auto and then see how much further we can progress. These 4 stages are typically harder than some of the other ones. 19 is notoriously difficult, so hopefully we can get a couple more of these knocked out, maybe get them all the way to 20. We shall see. Dragon. We are at stage 20, but he did mention to me that this wasn't 100% quite yet. This is what he's running. Athar is great here for the poisons. I'd probably switch Apothecary to the lead for the defense, but we'll mess with this here in a sec. Look at Fire Knight. Where are we at in Fire Knight? So we are clearing 18 in 8 minutes, and then we still need to get to 20 for the mission as well. So we'll have a look at that also. Looks like the same team here. All right, and let's take a look at what we are working with for champions here. So this is great. We do have Scyl, and she is ungeared, so that will be something we change today for sure. She's going to come into a bunch of these dungeons, I am positive. Tyrant is geared. We got a Skull Crown in Relentless. Rear Guard, Athar. We got our counter attacker there. 2 max HP hitters here in Royal Guard and Coldheart, Stagnite. So we got a lot to work with here, and this should be pretty easy to get him some more progression. I'm not sure what we're going to be working with for gear. He said he has been farming like a madman recently, and he has a ton of silver, and hopefully we've got some gear we can level up with all that silver and get these people good to go. So I just wanted to jump in and check on his arena team here to see what he's running. So we do have a Skull Crown in the lead for the speed aura. We've got Tyrant in here, Stagnite for debuffs, and then we've got a Seeker as our speed booster. Let's see what stats we're running at. So 211 on the Seeker. Probably need to get this a little faster, or possibly switch to Apothecary if we do end up making him our speediest. So we'll take a look at that. Seeker is a good booster, and he has that fantastic passive which will get defense on your team, increases survivability and damage from our Tyrant there. But we'll take a look at that as well. I think we do need to get this Apothecary going a little quicker. So I took a look at him, and we can probably improve on this. I think these are defense boots, so we'll see if we've got some speed boots to get this guy going a little faster. All right, so we have some here. We don't need that accuracy, but that's all right. What else we got? Defense, 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 defense. Oh, defense boots galore. So these are going to be our best bet here for boots. We are just going to go ahead and throw those on, and I'll roll those up in a second off camera. Defense chest, nice. Crit rate on the gauntlets. We might be able to swap those out. It is nice to have some crit rate on him because that heal can crit, but we just lost a pretty decent chunk of defense there from swapping the boots. He's still doing well for defense, but we're going to make him into a absolute tank. What else we got here as far as speed gloves? So we have, these are an Athar for Clan Boss. We don't want to mess with those. We could steal these off Seeker. We got speed on some of these. So I will take a look and probably get this Apothecary going as fast and tanky as we can, and I will get back to you with what I have done. So far I did roll those boots up to 16, and we did steal the gloves from Seeker for a little bit more speed and to replace some of that defense. These are 4-star. I'm not sure if I want to roll these up, but we'll see where we get with final stats here. We do have HP on the banner, so possibly we could get some more speed out of this banner. Let's see what he's got. Substats, speed. We've got accuracy, we've got resistance, and accuracy. So we might stick with this HP banner here. Would like to get a little bit more speed, but I think we're going to be sticking with that. We are at 3,000 defense, 40k hit points, and then we've got 255 speed, a little bit of crit rate, and the rest doesn't really matter. So we are definitely going a good bit faster than we were before already. So I think we're gonna try this build that we currently have on our Apothecary and see how far that gets us. I did talk to Bloody, and it looks like he is okay with me gymming the Masteries on Scyl here. She doesn't have scrolls yet. And then we are also going to book her. He does have a few legendary books saved up, and I think she's probably going to make the most impact for progression and getting these dungeons more unlocked. And we can basically use Scyl almost everywhere in the game. So I think she is going to be our best option here for some of these legendary books. And this is not a waste of books at all. Scyl is amazing for your account and will definitely be a huge help for Beaver. So looks like they all went into the A1 there, so we're just gonna do the rest of them here real quick and knock that out. So she is now fully booked, locked and loaded, ready to go. Go back to the champion. So I'm gonna go ahead and gear her out before I do her masteries, just to see where we can end up with accuracy, crit rate, everything like that. And maybe use that as a guide for how I want to do these masteries. She's extremely flexible on the masteries. You can go a lot of different ways. She can get benefit from all three of the trees. So we'll gear out first and then take a look at what we want to do for masteries. I do like to start out with the bottom row here if possible. We did find a good defense ring here for her, rolled it a couple times, and we got a double roll in defense, so that is cool. We went with this crit damage amulet as I couldn't find a better one in defense. We do have a 4-star option somewhere here in defense. This could roll some accuracy, but I think we're gonna go with this 6-star crit damage. Give her a little bit more damage. Defense is absolutely another fantastic option. We could roll this one, but I do want this accuracy. I think we're gonna struggle with the accuracy here a little bit. And then in the banners, I do want to find speed. We don't have a ton of options here with speed on them. I rolled this one up. This one would be perfect if we can get the accuracy from the rest of the gear, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to do that. So I did find this accuracy one here, rolled it, and we got some defense and HP rolls there, but no speed on that. So I'm actually going to hold off till I figure out some of the other gear pieces here before I put one of these banners on here. Just see what we actually need to fill the gap with in accuracy. So let's take a look at boots. We are going to want to find some speed boots for her. We do want her going fast, taking as many turns as possible. I think he does have some relentless speed boots that I saw earlier. Let's go ahead and look at equipped, see if we can possibly steal anything from anybody else. These are our only ones. We do get some HP out of here possibly. Attack is going to be worthless for us, but those are an option. Another good place to look at relentless gear is going to be this chest piece, and we're going to go ahead and just pick HP and defense. Let's look at these accuracies as well. A little crit rate there, crit damage and some speed on that one. That could work as well. And that's not too shabby. We would like some more speed. This is 4-star with 2 rolls in speed, so not horrible there. Let's look at that relentless set. What do we have here? A defense with crit rate, resistance, and defense. This could work. Again, be nice if we had some speed, but it is a 6-star piece, so I would feel less bad about spending the silver rolling that one up. And then let's do the same for gloves. I think we're going to go ahead and make her tanky. You can put crit rate gloves on her if you want, but it doesn't look like we have an option for HP or defense in the crit rate gloves. What do we have here? So we have crit rate on Skull Crown. with double defense rolls. So these could actually go on Scyl if we can get enough tankiness out of her elsewhere. We'd have to re-gear Skull Crown afterwards, but that's an option if we do want to stick with the Relentless theme. We're just gonna have to see if we can get enough accuracy. So I'm gonna play around with this for a little bit and I will be back in a few. So just checking in here again real quick. We did roll these speed boots and we've got the defense chest on her. Unfortunately, we got 2 flat rolls here in the defense, but this is probably gonna be our best option. We did get a little bit of crit rate there on that. And then we've got a couple rolls here that landed pretty well for us. We've got an accuracy roll there and a speed roll. So we are bumping that accuracy up a little bit, but we still got a long way to go. And we want to get one more Relentless piece on her, and then we want to fill in the other pieces with whatever we're still lacking. So still lacking a lot of accuracy, so maybe we'll go with an accuracy set. Don't necessarily need to build your Scyl out to deal a ton of damage, but a little bit of damage coming from everyone on the team doesn't necessarily hurt. But you do want her very tanky. These will add some tankiness. Good chunk of defense there from that great roll. And would bump up her damage by quite a bit. And if we do end up taking these, we're definitely going to want to land speed on both these, and we're still low on the accuracy. So we need speed and accuracy on these and some more health points. So let's take a look at what we've got in the weapon and helm. So I think we are going to be looking at using an accuracy set here. We're still only at 80. So let's look at what we've got here with speed and accuracy. Do we have pieces that have both? We've got this, that could work. We don't have a weapon, so let's try just speed on the weapon and see what we can find there. Speed crit damage, attack we don't want, HP, this could work, a little bit more crit rate for us there. And HP, speed, crit damage, speed, accuracy. This is the one we looked at before. So, okay, I'm going to take a look at what our best option is here and roll some of this up, and I will get back to you when I'm done. Alright, so I have rolled a bunch of gear here, and we have gotten to a pretty good spot. So, let's take a look at the total stats here. Could use a little bit more HP. Our defense is 4K, that is beautiful. We do have pretty good crit rate. Crit damage is not something we're super concerned about on Scyl, but she is going to be dealing decent damage for us here. And we've got her accuracy up to 224 in this 4-star accuracy banner. So once we can find her a better banner from Spider, a 5 or 6-star banner, that accuracy is going to be just fine. And possibly once we can get a better banner, we might even be able to get her into a speed set or something else. Perception would be a great option as well for accuracy and a little bit more speed, but we don't have the pieces. We could possibly see if we could make some in the forge. That is an option as well. But let's go ahead and get these masteries done. I'm gonna go ahead and buy them. Get them all. Goodbye, gems. And I think what we want to focus on with Scyl for this account is going to be more of a support role. You can go in the offense tree and come down to War Master for some more damage versus the bosses and also waves. That is a good option on Scyl. The defense tree is great, and of course the support tree is going to be good for her as a support champion. One thing you can do is come down the accuracy tree and get some of this, but I think we're going to be okay on accuracy. So I'm actually going to give her some health, and then we're going to come into these two to increase the value of her healing that she is getting every time she gets a turn. We're going to give her this one so that we can come down here into Arcane Celerity. She is going to be placing some debuffs for us. We are going to take Evil Eye. This is a fantastic mastery. I take this on everyone that I put accuracy on almost, and that I'm also putting in the support tree. Fantastic mastery there. Now we have a choice between the book and this cooldown, Cycle of Magic. We are putting her in Relentless. I think we're going to stick with Relentless. So she would get a little bit of benefit off this from the accuracy set or speed set if we did go that way eventually. But I think we're going to go ahead and take this cooldown one for now. I think we're gonna go ahead and give her a little bit more chance to place that decreased speed. And then also extend the duration of it, or we could go with lasting gifts and extend the duration of her buff she's putting on us. Let's hold off on that one for a second. We are gonna go into the defense tree here. I'm gonna go ahead and give her the defense. Come over here, reduce damage from AoEs. Grab this. We could reduce a little bit of damage each time we get hit by the same enemy, but I'm actually going to give her Harvest Despair and give her a chance to put out leeches for us when she does place a stun, which she's going to be doing a lot of. So this has a pretty good chance of throwing out a leech for us. And I think where we want to end up is going to be in this Fearsome Presence to give her a better chance of laying those stuns, because we are going to be using her more in a support role. Now we could get there through the Cycle of Revenge, which would be a pretty good idea for increasing her turn meter, or we could go with this counterattack, or we could grab both. So I think we're going to take both of these and end up in Fearsome Presence. So that is going to be our mastery tree for Scyl. So final stats, 4k defense, 3,700 health points, not too shabby. Might want to raise that a little bit, and pretty good crit rate and good accuracy to land our debuffs. So that is going to be Scyl. So I haven't actually run any of the dungeons yet just to see where we're at. So let's go ahead and put her into Dragon with our current team and see if that is going to be an improvement for us. I think we are going to put Apothecary in the lead to increase our defense. We will take Skull Crusher out and put Scyl in. And I think that is going to look pretty good for us right there. Aethar will have plenty of poisons for the dragon. He is in a clan boss build already, so I'm pretty sure he's looking pretty good. Yeah, very tanky, a little low on the health, but he is hard to build tanky. So this is looking pretty good actually for us. The crit rate is low because we are focusing on health and defense there, but plenty of accuracy to land those poisons, which is going to be his main role. And then Rearguard is also on his team. How's she looking? Very good, very tanky. So we're looking pretty good there. We did bump up our Apothecary speed. We could probably glyph a little bit of this and get a little bit more out of him. But let's see where we are at right now with this current team. So we're just going to let it go on auto and see how we do. Speed it up. Look at those stuns. Scyl is a beast. So we got our HP burns out there from Tyrant. That's going to be dealing a lot of damage for us on these waves. We don't have a big wave nuker in here yet. It is possible that we could get away with trying to put our Coldheart or Royal Guard in here and then speed these times up even more. So we'll have to take a look at those builds and see where they're at. I have not even looked at them yet. First, we are going to focus on safe runs, and then after we've got our runs super safe and solid, then that's when you can go ahead and start looking at speeding them up. So this is definitely going to be pretty safe for us. I think we should be good almost through the first wave. Not super fast, but we have barely even taken a hit, so definitely looking pretty safe. Rearguard can put out decreased defense for us when we get to the dragon, but we don't have an AoE decreased defense to speed these waves up yet, so that's something else we can look at. I did see a Madam in there, and there might be some other options for us too. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up and catch up with you when we're close to killing this dragon. We're about halfway on the dragon at 3 minutes in. You can see the poisons there from Aethar stacked up on those poisons. So we should be clearing this purple bar each time pretty easily. As you can see, our health is great. Took a big hit there from the dragon, but nobody's even close to death, and Scyl is just taking extra turns and getting us right back to full like she does. She is a great champion, and we are looking good here. So it looks like we'll come in at about 330, something like that, and absolutely no danger of dying there. We are very safe here, and we just got our best time. So that is looking pretty solid. I might run this a couple more times just to make sure, but I think we're looking pretty good. We'll keep that for now, I suppose. I'm not sure how our speed gear is looking. So pretty good progress there. Can definitely speed this up if we can get a Coldheart in here or something like that, and I think we can probably do that. And speaking of Coldheart, she's definitely going to be a focus for this guide. We do want to get that Fire Knight team put together to get all the way to 20. She can help us out in Fire Knight. She can definitely rock the Spider as well, which is another major area of concern here. And then she might help us reduce that dragon time too. So we are going to see what we can do with this build. Let's take a look at what we've got on first. So we've got attack on the banner, attack on the amulet, and attack on the ring. So we want to get some survivability down here. Hopefully we can get some accuracy in a banner. Let's just check that real quick. Do we have an accuracy banner yet? We have one. So this is our best option there. We might have to go with that. And then what we got? We got speed on the boots, that's good. Accuracy on the chest. Maybe we can get rid of this. I hope we can get rid of this and replace that accuracy with that banner. And we've got HP on the gauntlets, so we definitely want to go with crit damage on here if we can. Want to get this crit damage way higher than it is now, so she's dealing those big hits for us. And then that's looking pretty good. Crit rate, speed, defense, resistance, not bad. And then we've got crit rate, a little bit of crit damage there. Also not bad, and crit rate and speed on this, so this is a great piece as well. So we are probably going to keep these two speed pieces if possible, and then see what we can do elsewhere here to keep our crit rate up and bump that crit damage way up. We can definitely get some more crit damage on this. Attack isn't super important on a Coldheart. It does help you get through the waves a little bit faster, but mostly we just want that huge crit damage for the Heart Seekers. So let me play around with this a little bit and I will get back to you with the changes. So let's take a look at what we've done so far. We did take her out of that attack banner, put her in an accuracy banner. It is a 4-star one, unfortunately. Again, we will be farming up some better ones pretty soon. And we took her out of that accuracy chest and put her in an HP chest. You want to keep her HP as high as you can so she's not the target for the spiderlings or anyone else in any other waves and other dungeons. This was a fantastic piece here. We got a triple roll on crit rate and then got some crit damage and speed as well in an accuracy set, which her accuracy is still a little bit low, so we're going to have to work on bumping that back up after that switch. We do want to get her out of these HP gloves, like I said, and then we put her in this crit damage amulet, which isn't rolled yet, and we still left this attack ring on. Now we might end up switching this over if we've got a better option in HP or defense. We'll have to see. We do have some options here we could roll. This one might be okay, and that could be okay for some survivability. That one's not horrible, but no fantastic options here, so we'll have to wait and see where we end up and see if we want to switch that out. We do have 2 rolls here in HP, which is nice, and we are getting a little bit of attack from it as well there, but this may actually end up being our best option there with that double HP roll, so we'll have to see there. For the gloves, we are definitely going to try to get her into crit damage gloves. I think we've got enough good crit rate rolls on here, and I did find these in the accuracy set, and these rolled double speed, so these could work well. Usually you want to go for crit damage gloves that have crit rate on them, and I also found these and rolled these up. These also went double speed, so that was really lucky, and we do have a little bit of extra crit rate there. So this would be an offset, and so we would definitely want to replace this accuracy piece somewhere else here to get that accuracy up. We are still lacking a little bit there, so we will try that if we can. And I think I want to go with these. They are 6 stars, so they're going to give us a lot more crit damage, and that is some good speed. So I think we're going to go ahead and put these on and just see what we have to do elsewhere to get that up. We might get a little bit of accuracy on this amulet here. We could roll that. That would be super, super helpful. But as you can see, we just lost a huge chunk there, and we are going to need to find that somewhere else. Found a great helm here that we are rolling up currently. We just got a double roll on crit rate, so this is perfect. We could replace that crit set with this for sure and still be super healthy. Hoping for some accuracy rolls here as well. We don't have speed on this piece, but this is a fantastic, wow, triple crit rate roll. We are going to roll that all the way to 16 for sure. Probably speed this up a little bit so you don't have to sit here and watch this. How many more could it possibly take? Come on, accuracy. Or we could go quad crit rate. That'd be fine too. But do think we would like some more accuracy, and maybe we can find some speed boots in a different set. We did get the accuracy. All right, that is awesome. Let's see if he's got some. He does have some glyphs here. Let's go ahead and just bump that up. Insane luck today. Wish I could do this on my account every time, but all right. So that is a fantastic piece. We're gonna throw that on 100%. So equip that. And we're still super healthy on the crit rate, actually even high for a non-Coldheart build. And we are going to get rid of these speed boots and look for something else with some accuracy. I'm going to roll the rest of this up, see where we get, and I will be back. So we ended up rolling up. This did not get lucky with our rolls on this one. We did get a double resistance roll there. Was really looking for some accuracy there, but that's all right. The boots turned out great, however. We got a double roll there and picked up crit rate and HP, which is absolutely perfect. Couldn't look for a better piece than that. And we are actually at 100% crit here, and we could lose some of this, but honestly, these stats are looking pretty fantastic as they are. Our crit damage is way higher. We're up to 224%, and 190 speed is pretty fast. This attack could go up a little bit to help us clear those waves a little bit faster, but we're not too concerned about that right now. And then this accuracy, we can probably glyph a little bit higher, actually. Let's just go ahead and do that. It's already pretty good, but if we can get that over 220, that would probably be nice. Glyph a little bit there, and we are golden. As soon as we get a better accuracy banner with maybe some more speed on it, this is going to be a fantastic build for him. We could drop the crit rate a little bit by swapping out maybe this weapon or shield. We could definitely swap this out and look for a little bit more crit damage instead to improve that. But I think we'll keep the balance between wave clear speed and boss speed for now and just see how that works. And this is going to work out well for us. So let's check out the spider team with our new and improved Coldheart here. Do you think we could do with some more turn meter control? I think we'll lose Aethar. Take him out of there. Maybe get rid of the Skull Crusher as well. Let's try to bring Scyl and Tyrant in for a little bit of off-tanking. They're both defense-based champions. I'm not sure if they're going to live through this. Skull Crown is missing some items now as well. So we're going to take old Skull Crown out of there and maybe replace her with Apothecary. And maybe put him in the lead for that defense aura. Let's try this and just see what happens. This might be a failure. I'm not sure if we have enough of a spider tank here to really get this done. Looks like they'll probably go for Scyl, possibly Apothecary. But let's see what we can do here. She is off affinity, but you can see she still did land us quite a few stuns there. Not our best time, but that is looking pretty safe for us. Let's check out the next stage and just see if we can keep rolling with this. We should be much better affinities here, so possibly this could work out well for us. We'll see who they go after. Hopefully we can keep our Coldheart from getting targeted. We shall see. Looks like they are going to go after the Coldheart, which is unfortunate, but kind of expected. Might need to bring in a different off tank, but Scyl can keep picking her back up. She is going to keep getting targeted by these spiders though. We did have a bunch of stuns go out there from Scyl, and then Tyrant just killed them all anyways, unfortunately. So we shall have to see if we can get through this one. I think we should probably be alright, but it's going to be slow. And we are almost there. There it is. So that's 16 done. Let's just keep rolling. And we are looking pretty solid. I think we're going to do this one no problem. We do have pretty good affinities here. Stagnite is the wrong affinity, so they are going after him, and he's not keeping decreased defense up on the main spider here as much as we would like to see. However, that's not a huge deal, and we're actually killing fewer of the spiderlings because they don't have that decreased defense on them. So the HP burns are actually coming in and dealing a lot more of the damage this go around. And it looks like we are just about through this. A couple more ticks and we should be good. This might actually be one of our faster times yet. So there we go, 141 on 18, and we keep going. So Spider 19, the bane of my existence coming up through, and then 20 wasn't too easy either. So we will see what we can do here. We don't have a Frank, and he would make it a lot easier. We do have some other options that we could possibly level up to help us out, but we're gonna keep rolling with the same team we have been and see who's getting targeted here, and then we'll maybe try to adjust some stuff to get it to work a little bit better. But let's just see if this same team we have been using can get through this. We could get lucky with the stuns on Scyl after a run or two and see if we can get it done with this team, but Spider 19 is very difficult, so we shall just have to see. We just got our Heartseeker resisted, which sucks. So the Spider is going to get a reset here straight off the bat, unfortunately, but that is not the end of the world. Did a little bit of damage to him, but not a ton. And we've got our decreased defense back up. Quite a few stuns out there from our Scyl. That helps a ton. We just need those HP burns to start ticking again. Tyrant is going to be weak affinity, of course, also, so he isn't going to land as many as we'd like, but hopefully it's enough. But quite a few there, and we actually did land our decreased turn meter that time, so that is nice. It's like they're coming after Apothecary, which is fine. We do have him built very defensively. And luckily still have a couple HP burns left out there. Well, we did. Coldheart got rid of that for us. Thanks, Coldheart. Nobody went to sleep. Good. Hopefully our Coldheart can stay alive. If not, Scyl will pick her back up anyways. So there's some HP burns for us again. Pick her up, Scyl. Thank you. So they've switched to our Apothecary. Perfect. That was a lot easier than it was on my account. Tyrant is a beast. I don't have him, but he is proving to be very useful. Bloody has said many times how much he loves Tyrant, and I can certainly see why. So I guess we just try 20 with the same team and see if that works out. Not sure if this is going to work for us, but I think we have a shot. Might be a little dangerous. We may end up having to come up with a slightly better spider tank situation. We do have Cantra available to us. He did pick her up, luckily, so that is certainly an option. Not killing as many of the spiderlings straight off the bat here with our AoEs anymore on this higher level, so that is really nice. So we will get a good chunk of this damage done before this first reset. And hopefully we'll have enough to finish this off. Looks like we might... Oh, there we go. Let's heal there from Apothecary. He is so good. If we can get lucky with some decreased turn meters here from Scyl, we might even get this done before the first reset, which would be crazy. I don't think it's going to work every time, because that is going to be RNG on whether Scyl... There we go. Alright, well there you go, buddy. We'll run this a couple more times and see if this is going to be consistent. I don't think it's always going to be this fast, certainly, and we might not get it done 100% of the time, but I'm going to run it again and just see what we get, and I'll let you know how it's going. So just ran it again a couple more times here until we had some bad RNG that let the spider do its reset, and we still ended up under a minute here, 58 seconds. The HP burns from Tyrant are absolutely destroying this spider. Coldheart did go down this run, but that was fine. Still picked her back up anyways. They kept targeting her and dealing the HP burns to the spider, and we ended up clearing it pretty easily. So I think this should be 100% success rate for him. And we will run it a couple more times. I'll get back with him and make sure that this is still working. But I think we are set for Spider. So basically he's just gonna have to run 15 a couple more times, and he will be golden for 20 as well. So let's move on to Fire Knight and just take a look at how we're doing there. So we do have 8-minute times right now. And who do we want to bring in there? Switch Apothecary to lead again for that decreased defense. We're going to bring Scyl in because she is the best. And I think we'll drop Aethar and bring our Coldheart in. And let's just take a look at this and see if we can get through 18 here. Let's have to see how this is playing through first, and then we'll know what we need to work on. Tons of stuns out from Scyl. She is so amazing. Scyl in Relentless is broken. Thank you, Polarium. One of the best champions we've ever been given for free. Fantastic. Stag Knight is also basically a legendary though. He is a Fire Knight god. So as expected, we're coming up on the end here. He has gotten his shield back up quite a few times, but still 2 minutes 26, not too bad. So we're gonna keep cruising on through this. We are blue affinity here, that should be fine for us. And I think we're set with this team. We'll just keep going. All right, so we blew through 18 and 19, 2 minutes on both of those. I think we may struggle here with all this blue affinity on 20, but we're just gonna give it a shot and see how it goes. We probably are gonna need some more turn meter control at this level of the game, but I'm not sure if we've got anyone else leveled up. So we are here at the Fire Knight. Did not get the shield down the first go around. Of course, Coldheart went straight in there with her Heartseeker. Every time. Got the decreased speed on, that should help, but it looks like we're probably going to, Scyl popping off, probably going to have to get it down again. There it is. So, I'm not taking a ton of damage. I think we're gonna be fine, actually. But hopefully we can get around to the Heartseeker. There it was. Beautiful. So even with all these bad affinities, we are doing just fine. And I think we are actually safe enough here. It is not going to be super, super fast, but I think we'll actually end up coming out with a reasonable time. And there it is. Okay, took a second longer than I thought. 343 though, not bad. Fire Knight, kind of like Ice Golem, is difficult to get super fast, and we have a lot of room for improvement here. And he's already got the champions to do it, so I think we are going to be able to improve this time by quite a bit going forward. So basically, you know, even though we got negative affinities in here, it's not the end of the world. You can still get by with them if they are in pretty good gear. And luckily, Bloody had a lot of great champions and a lot of good gear that just wasn't rolled up. Just had to spin that silver and test it out, and we found some good pieces for people. And this looks pretty solid, so I think he is set to get himself an Arbiter here pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and take a look at this Royal Guard. We are gonna gear him out as well. It's gonna be kind of a similar build as we did for the Coldheart, but might as well just get this done while we are here. Looks like he does have all the Masteries ready to go. It looks like we do need some books. Let's check and see how many epic books we've got. If there's anyone worth books in this world, it's going to be this Royal Guard. So we're going to go ahead and book him for sure. Got him booked. Let's go ahead and take a look at these Masteries. We are going to go crit rate, crit damage. Then we're probably going to come over here to grab Ruthless Ambush so that we get more damage on the first hit. Go ahead and grab that. We'll take Cycle so that we can possibly get a little bit faster cooldowns. He will be dealing 30% of the target's max HP fairly often. And then we're going to come down here into Flawless Execution. And probably go ahead and grab this. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab that. And do we want this? Probably not. Let's hold off on that for a second. And then we'll go ahead and go down the accuracy tree here for him. Accuracy, accuracy, accuracy. We will take Evil Eye to reduce some turn meter. I think we are going to build some accuracy into him. You don't have to build accuracy into your Royal Guards. You can just go pure damage on them. But I think his decreased speed and turn meter is still going to be pretty helpful for Bloody here. And what else do we want to take? We might take this, extend his debuffs, And then I think we might want to take the book here as opposed to one of these two, just to increase our base stats a little bit more. So we'll take that. Cycle of Magic is also not a bad idea, but I think we'll go ahead and take that for now. And then we'll go ahead and take Heart of Glory to increase damage when we are at max HP, which he should be as long as we can get the right team around him. All right, so here is our Royal Guard. He is still going a little bit slower than I would like him to be, but that is respectable at least. We are maxed on the crit rate, and we've got to 233% crit damage. A little bit of room for improvement there. We could definitely get that up higher. The accuracy is a little low. I might glyph that a bit in a second here, get that up. And healthy attack. Pretty good health pool. We are looking a little bit glass cannony here, but that's all right. We've got Scyl to pick him up if needed. Let's see if we can find some accuracy and bump that up a little bit. Looks like I already glyphed this one a little bit. We have accuracy on the banner. Do we have accuracy anywhere else? Glyphed that one already. We can glyph this. So we're gonna go ahead and use some of these glyphs. Let's go with the smaller ones here first, see if we need to bust out the big boys. Hopefully not. We do have some here we can glyph as well. And let's throw one into that. Another 5 there. Might as well give them a little bit more hit points, health points, however you want to say it. And might be able to use some of these glyphs on the speed too. Would not hurt. But that does get us just about to 200. Would be nice to bump that up a little bit more. Let's see, where do we have good accuracy rolls already? And this is a fantastic piece. I think we could probably throw one into this and not feel too awful about it. Please don't roll a 5 for me. Well, we got 2 more, not a ton. But don't be afraid to use these glyphs. You're gonna get more every day as long as you keep up with your faction wars. And might as well throw couple more glyphs here. Every little bit helps. There we go, another 7 defense. This piece is offset, but it's a fantastic piece. If we had a 6-star piece, that would be even better. So that is going to be our Royal Guard. I think he is looking pretty solid. This ring, unfortunately, did not roll great for us, so we're not going to take that to 16. But we are farming Spider 20 now, so we're going to be rolling in some better artifacts. Can definitely sell all this 4-star stuff. Probably all the 4-star stuff on the account at this point can probably go. We are farming 20s now, and we don't need it anymore. But let's take a look at the Dragon team and see what we can do there. Let's put our Royal Guard in. Where's he at? Am I blind? There he is. Put our Royal Guard in, and then who else do we want to bring? We could try Stag. He will be off affinity, so he's going to get weak hits, but it might end up helping us out. So he is booked. Let's try it with Stag Knight, see if that is going to be too dangerous. I'm not sure we're going to have enough protection. We did have we had Rear Guard and Tyrant in there offering us ally protection and healing before, and we're going to lose that now. So this could be a little bit more dangerous for us, but we'll try it once and just see how it goes. So onto the dragon. So he did just use his slam a second ago, so it's going to take a little bit for that to get back. We do have our decreased defense and attack up from Stag Knight. He didn't weak hit that time, that's good. Looks like Aethar's loaded her up with poisons already. There's the slam, big damage there. And Scyl is keeping us topped up pretty well. So far so good. And we are almost through this. We'll have to run this a couple times, make sure this is safe enough. But we're looking pretty good here. So under 2 minutes, that is a big improvement there. Flat stat, get out of here. And I think we are good to go. This is a pretty good team here. A little bit lacking in the protection, but I'm not sure we need it at this point. Once we get Stag Knight out, like I said, it'll be a little bit quicker still. I think the only one we haven't really looked at yet is going to be Ice Golem. See what he's got going on here. looking pretty solid. We're gonna take Skull Crown out. Let's put in our Royal Guard and Scyl. And I think that's looking pretty good. I think we want to leave Tyrant in for a little bit more protection. We could bring Rear Guard in for some continuous heals, but I'm not sure we're going to need it. We do have the revive from Scyl in case someone goes down, and then of course we swapped Apothecary into the lead here for the defense aura over Tyrant's HP aura. So that is going to keep us a little bit more healthy. The only thing to worry about here is going to be the slams, and if we have enough HP to survive those. So let's check this out, see how this runs for us now. Comes the slam. Again, we'd have to run this a bunch of times to see if it was going to be 100% success rate, but there we go. We cut that time in half as well. So awesome. We can get rid of those for him. I think that's looking pretty good as well. So we went from 4 minutes something to 2 minutes, and that is fantastic. Let's just do a quick recap here. We were good on the keeps. Ice Golem, we took that time. He was already on 20. We took that time and reduced it by about half to under 2 minutes. And then on Spider, I believe he was clearing 16 in about 8 minutes, and we pushed all the way up to 20 and got that down to under a minute on a pretty solid looking team there that looks safe. Might even be able to throw Royal Guard in there now and improve that even more. And then on Fire Knight, we got all the way to 20. I think he might have cleared 18 and was struggling. I can't even remember where he was exactly, but we pushed all the way to 20 and got a 3-minute 43 time there. If we do get some more turn meter control in, this can go down as well. And we are looking pretty solid. The Dragon team is a good bit faster. We are down to under 2 minutes on that with our Royal Guard. And once we get a better decreased defense in there that is the right affinity for this, this will speed up by a ton as well. So overall, some really good progress made today. Obviously, Bloody did have a lot of gear already. It just wasn't leveled up. You can see we spent a ton of silver. That's over 30 million silver we just spent today. So it wasn't cheap, but we pushed him all the way into the end game. And maybe in the next video, we'll focus a little bit more on Arena or Clan Boss if I do jump on this account again after he's pulled himself that Arbiter. Probably going to do that during the fusion, I would imagine. So if he gets all that done and gets his Arbiter, maybe we can swap some gear around, farm some more Dragon with all this energy we've got, get some more speed gear, and get that Arena team looking great. And then maybe push on to Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss with some decent damage as well. So overall, pretty happy with that. He does have lots of good champions already. He's got lots to work with. This account can definitely improve on these times even more. We've got so much in here to build yet. So lots of fun stuff that he's got here to play with. He's just got to get them built up. We got the Gorgorabs, we got Allure. You know, there's a ton of stuff in here that could improve this. Doom Priest is really good, so he's got lots of options for faction wars and also the Doom Tower when he decides that he wants to try to push up in that some more. So overall, good looking account, just needed a little bit of gear on people, some books, some gems, lots of silver, and made some good progress today, so I'm pretty happy with that.